Welcome to the Swingiverse, where you get to taste the lifestyle. We are the Upsidedown Pineapples and your hosts, Phil and
Kim.
The Upsidedown Pineapple is all about the lifestyle, educating, encouraging, and enhancing the entire lifestyle, not just the hookup. Well, we're back.
Yes,
It's been a long week, huh? Wait, when's the last time we podcast? Last Wednesday. It's been a week again. It's been a whole nother week. A lot's happened in the last week. Lots happened. We have a full house tonight, actually. We're actually coming live for the first time from the Upside-Down Pineapple Bar.
We are.
We actually are. So, what's up, Dom? So, yeah, we are back. A lot has happened. So, let's kick it off with the new website's up and running.
Thanks to our new IT guy.
Thanks to our new IT guy. Thanks to our new IT guy, the new website is up and running. Upsidedownpineapple.net, and it looks fabulous so far. Absolutely fabulous. We're going to give a little cheer to our IT guy.
Who's cheering about that?
Oh,
Me.
Kim's cheering about shots. There's shot glasses behind you. So,
civilized.
Remember, you're listening to the Upside Down Pineapple podcast, where you get to taste the lifestyle. We're letting everybody get in here, get online, get caught up before we actually kick into things. So, how about this? I tweet now.
You do?
I tweet.
You're a regular.
I am a tweeter. I'm a tweeter. I'm a tweeter. You know what my first tweet was? You do you, boo.
Yeah. I'm so happy about that.
So, yes, we are on Twitter now. We had a lot of requests. It's USDP Lifestyle. We are officially on Twitter.
That's almost like being Facebook official.
I know.
Go us.
I know. Look at that. Right. So we are moving up. You can actually get to all of our social media accounts now. Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. All on the new website. You can find out where we're going to be. All of our social media, all of our calendar. Our calendar's on there.
You've got a calendar.
I do have a calendar.
Damn, you have a smart other half.
I actually have two calendars now. I have one online and I have one in person in there. I have an office now too.
You do?
It's a little crazy.
Fancy.
Maybe I should spell the website right for everybody. There we go. But yeah, so we are official. We're moving further and further into the technology age. And so let me tell you a quick story. Oh, not that one. Forgot it. The Upside Down Pineapple.net. There we go. I got it. We're good now. I got it. The Upsidedownpineapple.net. So they both work.
Good job.
I know. I got it that time. So let me tell you how IT technical I am. So I was trying to figure out when I went to go launch the website yesterday, and it would not work for me. So I asked a few people to check it out for me and see what I was doing wrong. My IT guy.
Wait, you were doing something wrong?
Yeah, I was.
Oh, let's catch that.
No. I wanted to see if I was doing something wrong. It actually came back. It wasn't me doing anything wrong.
I am not shocked.
No, I wasn't. I wasn't actually doing anything wrong. So he told me his answers to me were to clear my cookies.
Oh.
And you know what?
You know how to do that, don't you?
You know what I told him? I said, I cleared the cookies. They're all gone. I ate them yesterday.
And you blamed it on the
And
kids.
then Kim did not get any from the food store, a.k.a. grocery store, because I got yelled at for it.
It's also a food store.
So, yeah. So I cleared the cookies.
Philly.
Yes, I cleared the cookies. My IT guy told me to clear my cookies, so I cleared them. Now it works.
You mad, but good job.
So that's where we're at. We're moving more and more into the technology age. It's only 2020, right?
You're doing good.
I'm getting there, right? I mean,
You
I don't
really
have-
are a guru now.
I know. I don't have a MySpace account anymore.
Well,
That's
that's
a plus,
that
right?
is a plus.
That's a plus, right? Okay.
Do you have an AOL email?
No, I do not have an AOL.
We
It is
do
a
not
Philly
have
thing.
Dial-up.
We don't have dial-up.
We have moved
Yeah, we have internet that works.
Okay, all right.
You brought that on yourselves.
Yes, you do.
That is still not funny.
No.
So yeah,
I
so
don't
we
like
are moving further and further into the technology age as we speak. Pretty
Really
proud of
good,
ourselves.
Really good upgrades.
Here's another thing: you can now
We need
find
upgrades.
the podcast on Spotify.
That's badass.
So
Spotify.
so yeah, you can. Matt is. You can send it to my phone as well, Dom. Either way, we have them up.
Sorry, Dom.
So
He
we
was
have.
slacking.
Yeah, he's slacking here.
Slapping.
So we are getting there. So podcast now on Spotify, officially in 2020. All right. So now the big news. We get asked and asked and asked and asked and asked to come to live podcasts, all different places.
And guess where we're going? I wanted to do it.
Not a good segue.
We're going. You can say this part. You can say this part.
Where?
You could say that part right there.
Now?
Go ahead. Where are we going?
Club Diggity Hotel Takeover.
It's in the Poconos. If you wanted more information on it,
No.
go to Club Giggity's website at clubgiggity.com. You can get all the information on there. It's February 28th and 29th, hosted by Club Giggity, co-hosted by the Secret Society of New York and New Jersey and the WYLD Secret Society. It's going to be a blast. We will be coming to you live
I'm so excited.
from the pool,
So very excited.
from poolside on Leap Day at 6 o'clock.
We know this only happens once every 4 years.
Once every 4 years. So I
Epic.
officially said yes again to going back on the road now that we have everything up and running.
Hopefully you put it in your calendar when you say yes this
It's
time.
on my calendar.
Just say.
We are going, Jay. We are podcasting live from the event, clubgiggity.com. You can find all the information. So you'll be able to join the conversation live right from the party. But here's what's everything that's going on there. Let me tell you this, though. They have 8 rooms left. 8. They do have an overflow hotel available. The link is on our website. You can go to the upsidedownpineapple.net, and the link to Club Giggity is right on there for you under the partners tab. So funny story about this stuff. So yeah, they only have 8 hotel rooms, so you do need to move fast if you want to be in. That was this morning when I talked to Club Giggity. They do have an overflow hotel, but you want to try to get in the main hotel.
Right.
Funny story. We're going through what we're going to do, podcast, what's it going to be, what else we bring in, this thing. You know what the number one question is that I got? It wasn't, what's our topic going to be? Who are we bringing on? There was one question that kept coming up. You want to guess what it was?
Can I?
Go ahead.
Oh, Matt said.
Go ahead, Matt. Go
Will
ahead.
there be boobs?
Nope, that was not it, but that's a good question.
I have one.
Go ahead.
Is Kim coming?
No.
Partly right. Partly right. Partly right.
He's so
Is
Cody.
Kim bringing something?
Oh, gummy
Gummy
bears.
bears.
Kim bringing gummy bears.
Ah.
So Kim's gummy bears will be there. You have to make a shitload of gummy bears.
Oh my god, that's gonna be so fun.
One more group. I'm so jealous.
So yes, that was the number one question that we were getting. But yeah, Kim's gummy bears will be there. We're gonna have upside down pineapple stuff. We're gonna have tons of giveaways. We're gonna have the upside down pineapple wheel for everybody to spin.
We are having the wheel.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a full-fledged live podcast, interactive, fun time. But yes, gummy bears were the biggest question that I got. Will Kim's gummy bears be there? It's pretty good. Everybody knows Kim's gummy bears. So it's for
Yeah, they're
couples and
pretty
females only. It's a pajama slumber party themed full hotel takeover. It's going to be great. Poolside games and contests, sexy scavenger hunts, twerk contest, which maybe I'll enter
Oh.
because there's a 50-inch TV first prize.
Hey,
So here's
now.
the thing. Friday night,
For movie night.
Friday night, there's a pre-party karaoke meet and greet.
Yes.
Why are you shaking your head?
For those of you who have never
Why are you
seen
shaking your head?
karaoke,
Why are you shaking your head?
It is not to be missed.
What are we going to sing? It depends on how drunk I am.
Oh,
What?
no. Well, we
We're
are
gonna
definitely
sing
going to be
Barbie Girl.
singing Barbie Girl. 'cause
We're gonna
we are
sing-
be drunk.
I have a feeling the goal might be for Phil to sing Barbie Girl that night. But
Yeah, definitely.
toy sponsor Playrooms. Hito's MILF contest winner, Miss Giggity, will be there.
Oh, wow.
Also going to have, Miss Giggity is going to be there. Also going to have Lexi Nicole Scarlett, the porn star, crossing off things on her fuck it list throughout the party.
Really excited about the bucket list.
So,
This looks like
yeah, the fuck it does look like fun. So we're going to have a blast. So contact us at info@theupsidedownpineapple.net. .net, and we can bring the live podcasts to events, clubs, everything like that. We're also teaching Swing You. I know this is your best part. Jay, yes, they are. Jay, yes, they are. Lexi Nicole Scarlett, porn star Lexi, LEXXI, Nicole Scarlett. She's actually from right outside Philly. So,
Triple X.
Triple X. So we're gonna have a blast, but that's part of the podcast. Heading out to events, meeting other people. We're not group specific, so we just like to bring the lifestyle together. So we're going on the road. We will be teaching the Swing You class on Saturday afternoon as well, which is a great introduction to the lifestyle for newbies. Basically, an extension of the podcast. It's basically what it is.
Yeah.
So we will be there. So I know I ran through a lot of it. You can get all the information on our website, which will link you to Club Giggity. Here's the most important thing I got from talking to Club Giggity today. Other than that, will the gummy bears be there? So here's how he explained his parties to me. Some guests come and take advantage of everything that's offered, and there's a shit ton of stuff offered. Some come to play. Some come to relax by the pool. Others come to party. It's your party, your way. So they have something for you to do however you want to do it.
Can we do it all?
I thought that was cool. You can do it all. Some people.
What are you going to tell them?
What am I going to do? You do you, boo.
That's what you're telling me?
No matter what you go there for, you do you, boo.
Good job.
So I thought that was cool. I asked him to explain his event. And that was his words direct to me. I copied and pasted it onto my
It's a great explanation.
fancy outline sheet here. I thought that was really cool. So hit the website up. It'll take you right to Club Giggity. There's only 8 rooms left. Come say hi to the Upside Down Pineapples, and we can't wait. So we will be there. So now that we can kind of dive a little bit more into the show here, we got 2 pretty fun topics tonight. Make sure you go to Cassidy.com, put in Upside Down Pineapple in the referred by section, and get a free 90-day membership.
Everybody loves fruit.
And check out our friends at Shimmers, who will also be at the Hotel Takeover.
Yes, they will.
Our friends at Shimmers will be there as well.
We love
TheShimmersBoutique.com. Tell April and Bo the Upside Down Pineapple sent you. Use the promo code podcast in person, online, Facebook, or now they're on Cassidy as well.
And get a 10% discount on all that fabulous stuff at Shimmers.
So make sure you check them out. Visit their physical store at TPA and tell April and Bo that we love them and they'll take care of you. Trust me, they're really good people.
Yes, they are.
All right, so now let's get into some fun topics here. I'm going to give a shout out to Willow, our friend Willow, who gave me this topic the other day. When I was making an IT visit, she said, "No, what would be a fun topic on the podcast?" I said, "What's that?" She said, "Signs that your neighbor's a swinger." What do you look for?
It's fun.
So there's so many different things in the swing lifestyle that have meaning or a hidden meaning. That there's big crossover. So what do you look for? So we got a lot of guests here. I'm going to let people start throwing out some things with that you see that you think of swingers. What do you think of? Yeah, I know, Willow. There's some that are made up in people's minds. Let me when I go through this list, some of them are laughable, but some of them we're gonna keep them going. Specifically, one of them.
First and foremost,
the Upside Down Pineapple.
absolutely.
That is definitely facts.
Always looking for the upside down pineapple.
So starting tomorrow on our social media accounts, we're gonna start a contest for 1 week.
We love games.
So the next time you go to the food store, aka grocery store,
Well, explaining that to people.
put that shopping cart, take the pineapple, and what do you do to the pineapple? Flip the bitch upside down.
That's right.
The best pineapple picture. Tag us on our social media accounts,
Oh my God, I love that.
and we'll have pineapple products for the winner. It will end next Wednesday on the podcast.
We love pictures.
We're
Okay.
gonna announce. You're gonna announce the winner.
We'll announce the winner on the podcast next Wednesday night.
Babe, we're going
So-
to the food store this weekend.
That's right.
So the best pineapple picture
Not
upside
Saturday
down.
night. No.
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
Wait, hold on.
Or
hold on,
Cassidy.
hold on. Is this one of those deals where if you're involved, you're not allowed to compete
that
in the
work?
competition?
Well, no, you can
Nope,
compete.
you
You
can
just
compete.
can't win.
I'm gonna set the bar.
What's the point of competing?
I'm gonna set the bar.
It's just gonna have to depend on the picture.
You're gonna have to keep it Instagram appropriate.
Damn.
Ah.
Appropriate's easy.
You're gonna have to keep
No,
it
that's not
Facebook
cool.
appropriate. Yeah.
I've been thrown off of Instagram a couple
Yeah.
times.
So, yeah,
Instagram police
so-
are real. Kim knows.
I'm gonna. I'll put all the information on all the social
As
media
long as
accounts.
there's no cock,
tomorrow morning.
no nipple.
Doing it.
No nipple.
We're doing it.
Best upside down pineapple picture
I got it.
by next Wednesday
I like
wins
it.
some pineapples, upside down pineapple
I got
products.
it.
I love it.
Okay, I got a
Love it.
whole shit ton of them sitting in the basement right now. So we are good to go.
Test that out.
All right,
All this.
back to the topic. Obviously, you want to do a
Yeah,
shot?
let's do a shot.
What the
Shot.
heck?
Good segue.
That's a good segue. She's rocking
job, Kim.
segues. Who is she?
Here.
All right, so but dead air is
Yeah.
dead air. So we
Gotta
all
keep
know that.
talking.
Better.
So-
Shut, shut.
So yeah, so basically, you're walking down the street and you see something. It makes you think of the swing lifestyle. Start naming them. What do you got? What do you got? What do you see other than an upside down pineapple?
As good as yours.
What
Walking
makes
down
you
the street?
anywhere? What makes
Oh.
you think of
The flamingo thing, right?
the flamingo thing's one of them?
Yeah.
The
No,
pink
that was a new
flamingos.
one. I did not know that.
The pink flamingo.
Black rings, I think, are
Black rings are
the
a thing.
most guaranteed.
Yeah, but that's
that
not
I've
walking
seen.
down the street. That's not
No, no.
walking
If
down the
you
street.
see people, it's fine. What do
I
you,
got
if
you. My bad.
if you see things and you got them, pink flamingos doesn't have to be walking down the street. Black rings. Me and Kim have black rings.
I didn't
Um,
know black
we
rings
also-
were a thing.
Just found out that our other guests tonight have black rings and they didn't even know.
Didn't even
Dom, a live foursome
Yeah, what?
will tell you that they're swingers.
And yep, and Willow, naked people everywhere. Absolutely,
Yes.
that is.
Yeah, that's
Those are good
good.
signs to look for.
Yeah, they're pretty good ones. Those two I'll give you are pretty obvious. I would assume they're swingers at that point in time. What else we got?
Pineapple door knockers.
Pineapple door knockers is a good one.
Upside down pineapples hanging on the other side of their bar.
Well, upside down pineapples hanging them.
Johnson, you said knockers.
I love him.
Yes, I did.
How about we go with pineapples everywhere?
Yeah.
Pineapple
Everywhere.
lights.
Pineapples everywhere.
Willow did it at the same time.
Yeah,
Did
pineapple.
she?
Knockers.
Yeah. Just to let you know, we have the upside down pineapple bar, which literally has pineapples everywhere.
It literally does.
We have pineapples. So you drive down our street, walk past our house, you're pretty much like, there's a bunch of fucking swingers.
Yeah, there's not really much doubt.
No,
No.
no, not at all. The only thing we don't have is pink flamingos.
Yeah.
I mean,
I actually think
get you some. We gotta get some.
everything on this list we have,
Let me
except for the pink flamingos.
And you guys
no,
have-
I don't see any naked people anywhere right now.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. You're very angry about it.
Ooh.
Oh, Cody's got you.
All right, so what?
It's cold. What do you
So
mean?
now we're getting a little. Now we're gonna get into a few that are kind of hit or miss.
Okay.
They're kind of.
Had you heard of these?
I've heard of them. I've heard of them. Actually, like I said, we have all of them.
Okay.
Like we have all of them. So this one's pretty good. So one of the little myths is white landscaping rock.
Really?
Oh, never heard of that one. We're right on in with that one too.
So I guess that's why I push all my customers to white landscaping rocks.
It just feels
Is a
right.
hot tub one of those?
It's just a hot tub is one of those.
I did hear that.
A hot tub
recently.
is one of
We've
those.
got
That
that too.
we
have
have
that too.
this as well.
Yeah, we've got this covered.
I told you we have pretty much most of these. The other one that's look, I'm a landscaper. It's a bunch of bullshit, but they say pampas grass plants because they grow tall. They grow tall. They give you protection basically from being able to see
Create a little privacy.
privacy and stuff like that. But it's I mean, I have them. I have them.
You do.
We do have
We do
those.
have
I'm
them.
going, is that the
We
fancy
do have-
one?
yes.
Surprise.
We like that.
Like I told you, we pretty much have all of this list except for the pink flamingos.
We'll get them.
Anklets.
Oh, I've heard of anklets.
Just any anklet? Just the fact that you have an
An
anklet?
anklet.
Hot wife anklets.
A hot white anklet.
Look at Kim. She's like, yeah.
She's got them.
I have a real one and a tattoo one.
Yes. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
do.
Never leave home without it.
no, she does not. She never leaves home without it. Hot tub, wristbands. They could be. You did. Yeah. See,
Look at you.
wristbands. Especially ones that have the male and female symbol.
Oh, the symbol, yeah.
Willa wore anklets at 14. We're going a little bit on the part of the podcast that I can't talk about.
Yeah,
So we're gonna kind of adjust that by about 4 or 5 years, please, and then we'll kind of get back to the podcast. Yeah. So wristbands with the male and female symbol on them. Normally, it's the male and female circles kept together, and then they have plus signs on both sides of them that you're looking for more. So there's a whole lot, but the no fail sign that your neighbor is a swinger
Oh God.
is you run into them at the swing club.
And we have done that.
We have done that.
We have done that.
But remember, here's the key. If you run into somebody, if you find out they're a
I
swinger,
know this one.
if you think they're a swinger and you're afraid they approach you about being a swinger,
I tell them.
Those
If
are
you
for
find
the
them-
same reason.
at a club, at a party, at an event, they're there for the same reason as you.
That's right.
So
Absolutely.
you don't have to be worried about it. Willow, we have a story too. We have lots of stories because Kim knows everybody.
We've even run into them at Gunnison.
Yeah, we've run into them 2 hours away to people that we know.
Nude Beach, he sees me.
Well,
on
that's 'cause
business
Kim
and
knows
he's
everybody.
like,
Everybody.
Really? I was like, I'm sorry.
Everybody.
Sorry.
It's not my fault.
So yeah, so if you have others, post them in the room. We'll take some call-ins in a little bit. Think about it. But yeah, just remember, if you run into somebody that you didn't know was in the lifestyle, don't worry about it. It might be a little awkward at first, but they're there for the same reason as you.
Exactly.
So it's not.
Just give them gummy bears. It's okay.
Give them gummy bears. Give them gummy bears. Give them gummy bears, and everybody's
Always the
happy, right?
solution.
Given by Kim.
That's how it works.
Can we get a clarification
Yes.
No.
on the pineapple contest?
Oh.
Yes.
Does the pineapple picture have to be taken inside the store?
In
Yes.
the cart.
Yes.
No. Does that have to be in the cart? But it has to be taken inside the store.
Oh.
Pineapple has to be upside down.
Like in the bathroom of the store.
Are you going to take it in the
I like it.
bathroom?
Okay.
Then we're going to take a picture
I
of
think
you
it
being
should be in the
arrested.
public
It has to be in
the
public. Yes,
bathroom.
it cannot be in your house. It needs to be the upside down pineapple.
Who gets
No,
arrested
in
for taking
public.
a pineapple in the bathroom?
If you want to buy a pineapple
Dressing
He takes
rooms.
the pineapple in the
Dressing
bathroom.
rooms.
and
I
do it
will for this
somewhere in public
contest.
driving down the road,
Damn! No
I got you
judgment
on that.
zone. Clearly.
Okay, I'm sorry.
the pineapple must be in public.
You do, you will.
That's my line.
Me and Becky are going to the store together.
First of all, there's
Okay.
no dressing rooms at the food store.
Okay.
Walmart.
Facts about that dressing
Walmart.
One
Get
week.
my food.
Coles has got dressing room,
That's true. There's no pineapples at Coles.
But they are at Walmart.
but you can buy the.
True.
It was
Walmart
just
is
clarified.
I'm saying.
You
Thinking
can
about how
buy
I'm
the
gonna take
pineapple
From one store and
From
take
one
it
store.
someplace else.
as long as you are in public
Yes.
with an upside down pineapple.
You get an extra vote from me if you took it to another store than where you bought it from. Extra vote from Kim.
I'll just do it. In the
Yes,
mall.
it needs to be a
Good to
real
know.
pineapple.
In the malls.
Oh yes, a
Right.
real
It
needs-
pineapple
must
for
be
sure.
in public.
It must be
needs
a
to be
real pineapple.
Yes,
Real
it has to be
pineapple,
a real pineapple.
and in a public space.
It has to be upside down.
Okay. And it has to be upside down.
I know someone who maybe just took it somewhere to a public place, and all those people said yes would just put it on their desk or something.
Yeah, I mean, at
Oh
work.
my god, can you imagine?
I mean, I
At
can
work?
imagine, and
At
I've been
work?
feeling the whole time.
They're making instructions so they count.
Okay, it's in public.
It's
It's in public.
Oh,
Someone's
that's
asking
what's
about
going
that.
on.
So, okay, so between tomorrow
That's
morning
amazing.
and next Wednesday night when the podcast comes. So
I'm good.
next
This
next
will be fun.
next Wednesday night we're gonna announce the winner.
And where are they posting them at?
Our social media sites:
Any of
Facebook,
them?
Instagram, or Twitter.
That's a lot of places to check.
That was your mic drop voices.
Or Twitter.
They can find all of the links.
See the hand too.
Yeah, I know.
All of the links
He might drop in.
are on the new website at theupsidedownpineapple.net.
.net.
So you can just go right onto the website, click it over, and
Friends of the Pineapple section.
yes,
Yes.
all those social media sites are on there.
And if you don't know, you do want to be friends of the pineapple. Just
Yes.
saying.
So yeah, so I just wanted to start that off with a little fun segment before we kind of actually got into some informational stuff. We do have a good topic, but before we do, head over to Cassidy. Their link is also on our website. Use Upside Down Pineapple in the referred by section and get a free 90-day membership.
Everybody loves free.
If you haven't tried out Cassidy yet, go take a look.
It's nice.
It's fun. It's Facebook without the Facebook police. It's kind of the easiest way for me to describe it.
I actually like
it's-
that description.
It's a community is what it is. It's an interactive community. You can post pictures, you can talk to
It's
people,
really user friendly.
It's
Like the
very
platform's
user-friendly.
nice.
Friendly.
So
Um,
user friendly.
and it's
We were playing earlier.
not just about the hookup, which is what we like about it here at the Upside Down Pineapple. So it's an actual full-fledged
Yeah.
community like Facebook. Like you have a Facebook group, there's an Upside Down Pineapple group, interactive, everything like that. You can go and search through all the different communities. It's pretty good. So go check it out. You get a free 90-day trial. So
Everybody loves free.
exactly. So, all right. So now that we had some fun with that segment, let's get into
Always fun.
an actual useful topic.
I mean, I thought that was pretty useful.
I know.
Well, it is. I mean,
Yeah,
we're gearing it
that's
towards newbies tonight, as always.
That's all.
So we've talked a lot on other podcasts about dynamics and dynamics of couples. So a newbie walking into a club, walking into an event, walking into a meet and greet, has no idea what they're walking into.
No idea what to expect.
No,
right?
they don't know who they're going to encounter when they get there. They know they're going to encounter people that are in the lifestyle, obviously. But I figured this section would kind of give them an overview of what they can expect and who they can expect and things like that. Tomorrow, you'll be able to find all of these in our Cassidy community online. I'll have a full list of them and kind of a description of each one. So this way that when they talk to somebody and they're like, hey, what's your dynamic? And this person doesn't throw out full swap or soft swap, which are going to be the two most common that people are going to know,
Yeah.
then they're going to be like, okay, what the hell was that?
It won't be
But-
the first time that they've heard
Right.
it.
It's not
Yeah.
going to be the first time they heard it. And they're not going to try to fit,
They still may Google.
they may not try to fit a square peg in a
We're
circle.
okay with
Yeah.
Googling.
In a circle. Because it's not going to work if they come back with something that the new person didn't understand and still was trying to encounter a play situation. It's not going to end well. So I wanted to kind of give an overview of all the different people that you'll kind of encounter in the lifestyle.
Along the way at some
Right.
point.
How long is this podcast?
we
We got a
got a little bit.
I kind of moved it along. I knew this segment will be a little bit longer. We have quite a big list here. So we'll get rid of the first two first. What did you just see?
I see the next word. That should be fun.
So, well, let's get the two easy ones out of the way first. Full swap, soft swap. A lot of a majority of the couples that you meet are going to fall into one of those two categories. So most people are going to know what they are.
They're the most common ones, right?
Yeah,
So you
they're going to
hear
be.
about them, yeah.
You're going to hear them a lot over and over. Full swap being full intercourse involved.
Right.
Soft swap.
Both partners.
Soft swap. Everything up to, but not including the intercourse itself. So, oral sex included.
Yep.
Penetration not included. So, they're going to be the two most common that people hear, and they're going to be the most common answers that people get. So, it's once we start, because there's so many different people in the lifestyle, there's so many different dynamics, there's so many different.
And there's a lot of people
aspects.
that jump off at that point, right? Like that's a good starting point. So you meet a lot of people in that place where they're like, okay, this is at least where I fit right now,
Correct.
right?
Correct. This is where I'm
There's
at.
a lot of right now.
And again,
There is a lot of right
There's
now.
a lot of right now.
That goes back to what we talked about with the always evolving and things like that. Yeah.
and when newbies go into the lifestyle, they're most likely going in as a full swap or a soft swap couple.
Right.
Because they don't know about everything else.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the easiest roles to fall into and be able to explain to somebody what you are.
Right.
As you evolve and as you get more into it and as you find out more and more things you like, you might not be one of those. So it just depends on where you are and what you like. Again, doesn't matter which one of these you fall into, you're going to be welcomed in their lifestyle.
Yep.
The lifestyle is full of amazing people. They're not going to judge you for not being a full swap or a soft swap couple. If they did, you would not hear my voice on this podcast right now. Okay? Okay.
It's one of the best things about the lifestyle and why we all love it so much.
Yeah.
Right.
We're non-judgmental
Right.
people
For the most part,
on
I mean,
pretty
you're
much
still
everything,
gonna,
but
yeah.
not completely.
Yeah.
Exactly, Willow.
There's some.
Your dynamic does not have to be my dynamic, and that is absolutely okay. So no matter what your dynamic is, you do you. Boo.
You do you, boo.
There it is.
So full swap and soft swap, obviously the most common.
Also the most basic
Right, it's the simplest
of
one.
categorization.
Yes.
Then you're going to find your voyeurs and your exhibitionists, those that just like to watch with their partner, and those that just like to perform with their partner. They're not even swapping.
We met one of
There's
those
no
in
swap
Florida.
whatsoever.
We spent a whole day at a swingers club in the pouring rain at the bar
We did.
with a couple who doesn't swap at all. They just like to watch and like to show off.
A lot.
A lot.
And like to be watched.
Like to
just,
be watched. Correct. Yes. They do not play with anybody else.
Yeah.
No.
That's not what they're in
They
it for.
never have. They
It was
never
the
will.
Coolest
They were the
thing
coolest people in the
ever.
world.
They were so cool.
Yeah. And they probably had sex 10 times in the afternoon
No.
At the club
at the club.
for
Good for
everyone to
them.
watch.
Look, I'm like, damn, babe.
But there was an audience for them to perform for.
Yeah.
So
And they were so nice. and
they were
so
nice as
cool.
hell. They'd go have sex by the pool, come
Come
right
and have a
back,
drink.
come have a drink.
Oh, damn, let me buy you one.
Yeah. That was impressive.
Good job.
Yeah, literally, that's what they would do.
Yeah.
They
I'm
literally.
like this. Wait, what?
Now we sat there for a good 8 hours,
No
Well, yeah.
doubt.
so they probably had sex once an hour.
Oh, no doubt.
Yes, probably had sex once an hour. And-
Damn is
Girl,
is
look,
fitting for
can
that.
we buy you a shot?
Right. So yeah, so
Sounds
you're
like
gonna.
our,
It's like an
our
encore
experience in the Poconos
Yeah.
in the pool.
Mhm.
Till 5 a.m.
So you're gonna encounter those people that don't even play with other people. They're in it with their partner, and
You enjoying that blanket over there?
that's what they enjoy. Our New York Giants fan is got an Eagles
Wrapped
blanket
up in that
wrapped
Eagles
around
blanket.
him.
Nice.
So proud right now.
Oh,
Any more
Yeah.
Cody,
Fine.
whatever. That's why we're okay with the Giants ish,
Yeah.
and you're the worst.
Yeah.
Ish.
I'm okay with that.
we love you, though.
So yeah, so you may run into them as well. So don't worry,
Do you want to-
they're not. Yes, hashtag not an accident. It was definitely not an accident to give her an Eagles blanket.
It was not.
Hashtag not an accident.
Hashtag not enough.
So voyeurs and exhibitionists, you're going to run into them as well. You're going to run into couples who only play in the same room. They may be full or soft, but they have another addition that they're only same room. They're only playing in the same room as their partner. So don't ask them to go and play separately.
Yeah.
It's not going to work out well. You're going to run into some that will play in other rooms, but for this example, it's same room only. So you're going to run into some that only play alone. They don't play in the same room as their partner.
Right.
Separate room only.
Separate room only. Solo plays okay for them, and that's who they are. So just they're going to be full or soft swap, but don't expect their partner to be in that same room.
Oh, and you have the people that will do either, depending on.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah.
They'll do same room if that's what the other couple's comfortable with, or they'll play solo.
They adjust on the fly,
Right.
But they're okay and they're dynamic either way.
That's
so they
part of their dynamic.
go with the flow of the other couple, basically. Unicorns.
Unicorns.
The unicorns.
They're mystical and magical.
They
but
are
you
magical.
rare beasts.
You will run into them from time to time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you will run into them. But I'm going to throw a little twist on this one.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
You have your single female unicorn,
Uh-huh.
and you have your married unicorn.
Indeed.
Who can play with a couple alone by herself.
Yes.
So just because somebody's married doesn't mean she's not a unicorn.
Well, that's true.
I made you think.
You did
I did. I made you think.
because
That's what this segment's about.
It's true. It's true because when you hear unicorn, you think single
Automatically.
female.
Right.
But you're right. There are women that are married that play solo. Now, normally I would just say that that's a person that plays solo. But I guess they technically could be considered a unicorn. I'm not sold on the idea yet, but
How does that differ from a hot wife?
We're getting there.
Okay.
yeah.
Sorry.
We're getting there.
Did I segue too early?
A
So
little bit.
yeah, you're way up on the list there. So on the opposite end of
I
the
get so far down on that list.
Girl, save the best for last. Stop it, girl.
Bravo.
on the opposite end of the spectrum, you have your bulls. Your single guys who are looking for a hot wife
Yeah.
situation.
You think unicorns are
Not all single guys are bulls. Some are mooses.
Just saying.
First of all, that was made up. That's not real.
It's not
No.
real. That's probably a good thing.
It
So
was
It
very
was
real.
real. He's a very real person.
it was
He's a
real.
very real person.
So yeah, so if you hear a moose, that some guy is a moose, you
Let it
kind
go.
of want to
Let it go.
Let it go.
Just run.
kind of want to. If
Ask
they,
them to define what that
There's
means.
a reason they're
Go for it.
and then run. You know, first entertain yourself.
Don't do it.
the guy comes up and
From a
explains
distance.
himself and says, "I'm not a bull, but I consider myself more of a moose." Yeah, he's a little awkward.
Yeah.
Okay,
Just a
So-
little.
A little.
A little.
Just a lot.
So,
A little.
so you have your bull.
moose isn't attractive
No.
sounding for a hot wife.
I mean, can you imagine being in
No.
the bedroom with Bullwinkle?
No. Oh my
Almost
God.
there.
He could
Like
have
bull.
been.
Winkle, you know?
He
It's
could
like,
have-
oh,
No,
bull.
he could have been.
No.
He could have been.
So-
He was Bullwinkle
If
for
you
sure.
gave him antlers, he could have been.
Yeah, he definitely could have been.
When he was upside down in the chair, he could have been.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Dom's thinking about this.
Let's
yes,
So
just
no
not
bull
do that whole
winkles
thing.
is what
So-
you're saying.
No
No
we got
bull
you, Dom.
winkles.
I'll hit that one in a minute.
Negative.
So you have your single guys as well. They're not necessarily bulls. Some single guys can't handle the bull aspect.
We
So
don't have enough
Some
you have a-
single guys call themselves unicorns.
yeah, they do.
Do they really?
They
Yeah.
do.
Mhm,
Let it go.
mhm.
They want to be that mystical addition to a couple. They want to
They're
be
not.
that,
They're
but
not.
well, they're
They're
trying to fight that stigma
Yes,
too,
so-
which is a whole other
yes.
topic.
Unicorns are females.
Oh, but we were talking about what we would call
We would.
And what was
You're
the
gonna-
one?
You're gonna.
So, Daria came up with it.
Yeah.
What was it? And we loved it. Do you remember? No.
I forgot.
Okay. We're not segueing.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
Dang it.
Should have given me that information before I podcast plan. Then I would have went back and remembered it.
Well, you didn't.
But-
I mean, there's no consulting.
No, there's
happening.
no consulting at all. Yeah, no. So
There was some pre.
exactly, Willow.
conversation.
So getting to that, you have your hot wife, cuckold couples. So bulls are normally kind of associated with that relationship.
With the cuckolds.
With cuckolds.
And not
So here's the thing: there's the hot wife cuckold couple, and then there's a stag vixen couple. Very similar, but very different at the same time.
Yeah.
And you can Google them if you want. Yes, you can Google them if you want. Some people had to do that when they first heard it, because that's why we're doing this.
Yeah.
I'm a
That's why we're doing
Googler.
Yes, that's why we're doing
I'm
this.
a Googler.
Okay.
Stag vixen, basically, they both fall into the same category. Vixen, another name for hot wife. Stag, not another name for cuckold, because they're completely different.
They are very
Totally
So
different.
completely
Very
different.
right.
Totally different.
So if somebody tells you that they're a stag, don't call them a cuck. Somebody tells you they're a cuck, don't call them a stag.
Yeah.
And
the stag
Night-
will take more offense than the cuck
yes,
will.
very, very true.
Cocks are not allowed to take offense.
You may get
Not at all.
That's true.
you may get punched by the stag.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe like a head scratch.
Yeah. So
Because he's going to say, let me just clear this up
Yeah.
right now.
let me just clear this up. You got no shot of blame with her.
Yeah. We're
You
done
just get your conversation's over. So a cuck involves humiliation. A stag does not.
We don't do that.
Cuck is usually submissive. A stag is usually a dominant. So
Are
Both-
there switches in either of those?
yeah, not really.
No
No,
switches.
they're completely on the opposite end of the spectrum.
No, yeah.
Your vixen and hot wife are very similar. Your stag and your cuckold are completely different, opposite ends of the spectrum. So, so you will run into them with it.
So I would argue that those two dynamics aren't even looking for the same
No, you're not.
male. I mean, they're looking for a male, but
Not the
definitely
same.
not the
Well-
same.
No.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Right.
One's looking for a male who is very disrespectful
Yeah.
and,
Well,
harsh,
no, a lot of the times
versus the
you
other
actually
is definitely looking for major respect
Yeah.
to be given.
Yeah, but
Correct.
a lot of the times in the cuckold, you'll find that it's actually the female that's disrespectful, not
Indeed.
the male.
Yes.
Indeed.
Yes.
And that's
Oh,
part of
okay.
their
Yeah,
dom
it's-
sub
it's
relationship.
not
It's
Yeah.
her that is disrespectful to him, not necessarily
because he likes it.
the addition.
That's
No,
what he
yeah, of
wants.
course.
He
But
wants the degrading,
got you.
and the guy could be, depending on what they want from him. But
Right.
a lot of the time it's the female because that's what they do.
That's a good point.
A
Yeah.
lot of those
Excellent
times in
point.
this situation as well, in a stag vixen relationship, it's usually the stag's choice to go in that way as that dynamic.
The stag decides.
decides.
There's a big old shock on
The hot wife,
Stag
the hot
decides.
wife's cuckold couple, the female has decided this is what it's going to be.
Okay. That's
So,
that's another big difference.
yes,
Yeah.
so there's a
Big
huge difference
difference.
between the two. So another one that you'll find is you have a big BDSM crossover, obviously,
There is.
in the swing lifestyle
Check.
from them. So you're gonna find people that cross over both. They might not mix the two,
Right.
but they are involved in both lifestyles. They may not bring over the BDSM lifestyle to the swing lifestyle, and they may not bring the swing lifestyle over to the BDSM lifestyle. They may only play together in the BDSM lifestyle on the trust factor,
Yeah.
whereas they'll full swap without BDSM in the swing lifestyle. So it just depends on the couple.
Right.
You will find a very big crossover
Yes.
comparably. So just realize you will run into that. Don't worry if you're not into BDSM. If you run into somebody, because they may not cross over. So you're not gonna really nix yourself from
No,
Right.
not at all.
Right.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
right.
you don't have.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a, honestly, I know with Matt Nights that way, the BDSM doesn't enter
Other
into what we're
relationships.
sharing in the lifestyle.
That's right.
Right.
So you're gonna, going in and not having BDSM, it's going to be rare that people share BDSM. I feel like, just
Right.
in my experience so far.
It's
so
about the
really nothing
relationship
to worry
that
Yeah,
you
that's
have
definitely the select couple.
with
Yes.
the other couple. It's about the connection.
well, that's true too.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
about the connection you have with them if
That's
you
true.
cross over or not, because of the huge trust factor involved in the BDSM world.
That's true. Yeah.
So-
Yes, agreed.
That's great.
So, yes,
Good point.
Dom Sean that one in.
Did he say that?
Yes.
Okay.
So,
There's
I was going to say that was a very good point.
There's a fish.
all right. So
Facts, Dom.
then you have your social swingers, who are just there to party.
Right.
That's what they're there for.
Yeah.
They're probably not going to swap. They're probably never going to think of swapping. They're just there for the environment.
For the friends.
The people are
and
awesome.
yeah.
Correct. So no, you may run into them as well. Not a big deal. They're just there for the environment. Cool. Have a blast.
That's right.
Yeah. I mean, I was a social swinger at TPA last time.
Yes, you are.
Is that what I thought it was? Were you social? I thought you were just drinking at TPA last time.
So he was
I
social.
guess you were social.
He was drinking because he was social.
Very social.
He was social because he was drinking.
I was social.
Until he wasn't.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he wasn't.
And I was not social at all. And
That was the end of that.
This is my personal space. That is your personal
yes.
space.
So yes, you have your social swingers.
Welcome to my life.
Just enjoy the atmosphere
Yeah.
and
We have people like that in the FSS group.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We did.
Mhm.
Absolutely true.
Then you're gonna find your cuck queens.
Now this
Opposite-
one I don't know much about.
the opposite of stag vixen.
I don't either.
The wife likes to watch the male.
Okay.
The female likes to watch the male play. And her enjoyment comes from the male enjoyment as well. So it is
A little bit.
basically the opposite of
I don't decide much though.
of the stag vixen / hot wife cock
Yeah.
relationship.
But you said queen, so does there humiliation involved there?
It depends.
Exactly.
It depends on the relationship. There's really just kind of a one-word focus for the female half. Now let me get this straight. There's probably a lot less females that are involved on that side
Yeah.
than there are males. Okay.
There's not a lot of but there are people 100% in the lifestyle to watch their partner's pleasure.
Absolutely.
Because that's a big piece for me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't like the cuck in that term.
But completely
at least-
is where you would lose me. Like I'm only there to
Well,
watch.
she doesn't. She doesn't.
I don't know how long I
play,
could do
though, right? Is that right? She doesn't play.
And that's what I mean.
Yeah.
So you've lost
There's-
me
there's-
at
yeah,
the
there's a
point of
difference.
only
Yeah.
watching.
There's a difference.
Yes, there's a
there.
difference.
There's a big
difference.
difference.
She's
Yeah.
just
So
there
that
to
is
watch.
right.
She's
You're
the
right.
opposite.
Yeah.
So
She's just
is there
there to
another
watch.
term For
Is there another term?
the cuck queen.
Not really, because you don't really run into them.
Well, she's the female
very
stag.
Yeah.
Is
Uh,
basically what she is.
depends on their dynamic. Most of the time, there's not humiliation involved,
Right.
even though it's called a couple.
Right.
There's usually not humiliation involved. Their pleasure comes from their partner's pleasure, and they're just there to watch. Now, they may be bi as well. There's a lot in that are bi. The female's bi. So she will participate, but she's not going to play with another man.
But that fits in because the stag chooses whether to watch or participate
Mhm.
mostly, right? Yeah. So
You catch it all?
I am. I'm catching on.
Dropping knowledge on you.
Look at you go.
Look at your mind going all over there.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. Like you say, you don't see that often.
So you're gonna find that as well. So like I said, we're all over the place here. You're covering
Yeah.
so many different dynamics. If you're trying to remember them all, you're not going to.
Right.
Unless, especially as a newbie, you're not going to remember them all. But I just kind of wanted to just kind of give an overview here of just how many different people you're going to run into when you ask somebody their dynamic and you hear something that you never heard. It is what it is.
Well, and we've said, I love this too, because we've said so many times, there's so many different dynamics. There's so many different dynamics. So now you're going over them. I like that.
We're going now.
And you know, the gist of that all is those are the high level concepts
Correct.
within.
As-
Now,
as-
from there, there's minutia as well. Relationships can be, yes, I am a stag vixen. but at the same time, this particular thing is completely off limits within that vixen's
Well, they
realm.
still have their limits.
So
Yeah.
there's
I think all dynamics,
we
right?
totally still have our limits, and we still have our rules, regardless of our dynamics.
Right.
Yeah,
Yes,
absolutely.
you're going to have personal rules
Absolutely.
involved in your dynamic. So no matter what dynamic you have, you're going to have personal rules. I mean, Kim's first rule was that she wasn't going to kiss
Oh,
anybody.
stop it. This is so fun.
I'm sorry.
How'd
It's
that
not
work
fun at
It's
all.
not fun at all.
How'd that work out? So,
How'd that work out?
not well.
Not
Yeah,
so much?
not well.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, not well at all.
First of all,
First of all.
no gummy bears would be involved ever. Just saying.
And what would we do without gummy bears? Seriously.
So then you're
The
going to, yeah,
gummy bears are the kissing. I just want you to explain that to
it's
me
the
right
gummy
now.
bears.
Oh, it's definitely
Yes,
the kissing.
we don't do that.
Thank you.
Can you imagine her, Dom, turning to somebody and being like, kiss me? Oh, we don't do that.
Well, Phil got to see that where she was like, we don't do that. And he's like, oh,
Mhm.
this should be interesting.
I really did. I was like, yeah, no, I don't think I want to do that. And I was like, oh, so about that.
Now, did you change that like midnight? Like, okay, I was wrong about this, or did you wait?
Oh, no, she changed it within 15 seconds. I told you, it was the only rule we've ever changed on the
On the
fly.
fly.
That's true.
It was.
It
It was
was-
totally on the
It was
fly.
a rule that
But he
she...
knew. He knew from the
I
door
knew.
because he knew. Like, I love this. He was like, yeah, that's never gonna happen. I said, no, absolutely. I do not want to kiss nobody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
you know,
Yeah.
let's go back to that for just 1 second too. In the way you both handled that situation, what did you do, Phil,
Well, you,
in that situation when she said, "I don't want to kiss anybody"?
well, you have to keep in mind our dynamic. I'm allowed to do whatever I want to do.
Understand that?
So
Oh, that
all
that
that
does
I have
change
to,
things.
yes, that
yeah.
changes things. I have, like, I know my rules from the door of what he sets. They never change. This was a rule that I set.
Correct.
So that's different. That's totally different. I can go to him at any point and say, I want to try this, and he'll tell me it's okay, as long as I'm comfortable. So that's, as long as it's a rule that I set. If it's a rule that he set, we don't change that. We don't do that.
You,
So
don't-
they
you
won't-
wouldn't.
we
You
won't
won't change
change it
that
on the fly.
Absolutely
on that
not.
night.
We won't change it on the fly.
No,
at all.
we will never change
It'll be
our
Well,
like
no, we would
we'll
talk about it.
about it.
We'll
Yeah.
talk about it.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
we could.
We'll
But-
talk about it.
yeah,
but when
but
she
never
came
on
to
the
me
fly.
and she's like, okay, I'm going to have a no kissing rule, I laughed at her. And I said, okay, that's just remember, that's a rule that you gave yourself.
Right.
Okay?
We do that from the door.
Let's make this clear
We did.
that rule did not come from me. That is a rule that you imposed on yourself.
Yeah.
And she said, I know, that's what I want it to be. Cool. We go to our first bar crawl. 15 seconds in, she's like, so about that kissing rule, I said, I told you. And that was, like I said, that was a rule that you gave yourself. I never said you can't kiss anybody.
You've had a lot of people tell you thank you.
Dude, can you imagine with that rule? Like, no
That-
gummy bears? Like,
That's
nothing.
crazy.
So
Yeah.
I can't picture that.
Yeah, like there would be no gummy bears.
She loves kissing. I
Yes,
can't picture
I
that.
I do love. I
Right?
do love kissing. I don't even know what I was thinking.
Yeah. So you're gonna also encounter bi females, bi males.
Yes.
Yes.
So just not everybody is straight.
No.
So if you're straight and both partners are straight in your dynamic, just know that you're gonna encounter other people that are not. Now,
Yeah.
it doesn't mean that they're going to force it on you
No.
or anything like that. They may say, okay, cool, we're just going to play straight. We're not going to cross female.
Yeah, it's fine that you are, but we're not.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
let's talk about it and make sure we know that we're not going to cross same sex during the play situation. But you're going to run into them. It is basically something else to keep in mind as a newbie, unless you go in as a bi person.
Right.
So
It is something to, yeah.
and obviously you're going to encounter newbies.
Of course.
You're going to encounter other newbies. So
And
just
they're
know
going to be super cute, just like you are.
they're going
I feel
to
like
be
cute. I feel like newbies are so
they're going to
cute.
feel just as lost as you are.
Yes, very tentative.
Absolutely.
You are not new
and-
anymore. Take your face.
I'm taking my face.
No.
Have you said who's all here yet?
No, no, yeah.
I know we wasn't even introduced.
So-
This for like 2 hours. In the
No, we're
You
not.
got
We're not even an
introduced within
hour.
the
yet.
first
I
minute.
We're not even an hour yet. So, all right. So we do have a lot of guests. We have a full house in the Upside Down Pineapple Bar.
I know.
We got Matt back. And we have,
Hey.
who are you right now?
Hi.
Who are you?
I'm Jazz.
We have Jazz.
Jazz is here.
Jazz and John. So,
And Cody.
and Cody
Cody, where is
ran off
Cody?
somewhere. So,
We love Jazz.
yes. That's why I wanted to check to see who was here.
Yeah.
Well, Jazz,
You do have
Jazz,
to check.
Jazz was drinking some
Willow,
silver
she's another
before
one.
She got here. You know.
There's another one, Willow, Jerome, Willow. We got Rod. We got Jazz. We
I
got
still
Jazz.
haven't met Jerome.
Yeah, so.
Looking
Wait.
forward.
Yeah,
Oh,
me
forward.
too.
You have no idea.
All right, so
It was
then
so fun.
the last ones that I want to touch on
These are
Aren't-
new.
aren't really,
We have more dynamics.
they're not really a dynamic specific. So you got two different groups that are, I'm going to explain them the easiest way that I can explain them. And I think if you look at that paper, it's actually very good, is it not?
Well, yeah,
Okay.
I actually love it, but I've just never heard it.
So you have your hunters and you have your farmers.
Ah.
Okay. Your hunters are going after what they want right away.
Yeah.
They're going in for the kill. And then you have your farmers who are there for the relationships. They're planting a seed. They're letting that seed grow and let it bloom into a relationship for a play situation. So you're going to find both those types
I like it.
no matter where you go. I just dropped knowledge on you.
You
and
did.
You're impressed.
Go
Me too.
you.
Look, I
I'm
made the notes like,
impressed.
hey, I like it.
So,
Go swing you.
so then you will find one last type of person. It's not on my list. I did it on purpose. You're going to find people, really probably only one of them you'll ever meet.
I'm so interested right now.
Dom.
Me too.
Everybody just went, yes.
There's only one down.
Yes. You will meet a Dom.
Oh, dumb.
A Dom.
Yes. This will.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, yep. All right.
Yep.
Okay, so that was the last one I wanted to somebody wants to
Are
do
you going
shots
to
on
explain,
that.
Shots
Dom?
for
Are you
Dom.
going to explain what a Dom is?
This side of you.
Are you going to explain what
Is it
Dom
possible
is?
to explain what a down is?
No, you just gotta meet him.
Yeah, you'll know that's Dom. But you'll know when you meet him. That's Dom.
I love that.
Right? Okay. So, I mean, you're going to find people that they think they're as awesome as me. Then you're going to find the Dom. You're going to find Dom. That's who you're going to find.
They just giggle.
Yeah, and then you have King and Kimmy. They just giggle. That's how I know. Here's Dom. That's how you'll know. So,
As soon as Kim shrinks a little bit and comes around
Yeah.
to hide behind you, you know Dom's in the area.
when she puts the gummy bears
Don't
down and
tell
goes
him
right for the
that.
shots,
Yeah.
she's like, okay, that's Dom. So yeah, so I just
His head big every time he listens to these conversations.
It's already there.
But you wouldn't know
So-
it, and that's
You
why
would
he's
not
so
know.
awesome.
right, exactly.
correct.
So there's
He's
so
alright.
many.
He's eyed.
There's so many different dynamics. There's so many different
He's alright.
people, and that's what makes the lifestyle what it is and as amazing
so
as it is.
incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
as a newbie, don't worry. You're going to walk in and you're going to be clueless at some point in time when somebody gives you a dynamic
Yes.
that you don't know.
That you
And that's
never.
okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
okay.
Google helps, right?
Google does help.
Google helps.
And one of my favorite things about the lifestyle is learning about
Here.
Oh,
other people.
Beat it to it.
I love that.
Me too.
It's so fun.
Absolutely. I will text him in a moment and ask him, so, did you see that?
Yeah.
I'm going to need you to explain that.
Yeah.
to
What
me.
does that mean?
What does that mean? What did
Yeah.
they say? What does that mean? What are they doing? What are they doing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, still. But I love it.
Yes.
I mean-
Absolutely.
Learning is probably constantly every day. I'm trying to do
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
constantly.
No doubt.
My second favorite is meeting newbies. Now we won't play with newbies.
We do not play with
What?
movies.
That's for our own reasons. But welcoming them into the lifestyle, trying to help them out, trying to answer their questions is probably right behind learning about the lifestyle
It is one of my favorites.
for us, especially when they come in and they're like, we're brand new. We don't have a clue. You could tell.
Yes.
You
You
can
can
tell.
tell.
You can tell.
I know. Me too.
And we usually try to go up to them. And it's real simple when Kim's going up to them. I mean,
It was great.
it's friendly. I mean,
It was great.
Well, I
She's
mean,
Kim.
Going
do that.
going
That's
up to
not
you,
nice.
not
That-
coming to meet you.
That's not nice.
oh, going up to me.
Going
Okay,
up to you.
different. Yeah.
No.
There were two different situations when you met her.
Yes, there were.
When she came to meet you
I really wish the
And
the
when
second
she-
one had
and
happened
when she
first.
came up to you, there were
Yes.
two different meetings.
Yes.
Oh,
Two
my
different.
God.
Yes. So it's very
Brought me
simple.
here for this.
Mhm.
Do that.
Yeah. So
Whoa.
yeah. I mean, we love it. We try to go no matter where we are
I feel so happy.
and
I'm
kinda
so
try to-
happy.
find a newbie
Yes.
and talk to them, introduce ourselves, kind of make them feel welcome.
I do
So-
love that.
Especially when you're going by yourself as a couple for the first time.
Oh, it's so
It's I mean, you're kind of literally on an
intimidating.
island by
it is
yourself.
intimidating.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's
Had you
very.
had you gone to TPA by yourself for the first time,
Oh my God.
how long would you have lasted?
Not very long ago.
Not very long.
I've
It's
been like, no.
very intimidating, no matter if it's a meet and greet or if it's an event or if it's a club.
Even
Yeah.
better. Would you have
It's so
gotten the
nervous.
birdcage?
Absolutely.
Never.
Mhm.
But you did.
I did.
And you were fabulous.
I was.
You was. You was back in that
saying.
age, girl.
Just saying.
So it's intimidating as it is because you already feel like you don't know anybody. You already feel like you don't know enough about the lifestyle.
Right.
You're
Right.
trying to figure out yourselves as a couple. And then
Yes.
I feel
You're
like it's
just
great
there.
having you guys as people to be like, okay, this is what you need to expect. This is what is going to
Yeah.
happen.
and I didn't lie to you.
You didn't lie to me.
I didn't lie to you. I told you exactly what was going to happen. You didn't
You did.
believe the shit. You didn't believe nothing I said to you.
I never believed anything you said.
Well, you also messed with her a lot.
I did. I did tell her that.
yeah,
there was a
you
good
did.
Told her there was a
But,
welcome
hold
gang.
on. Hold on. But in his defense,
Imagine a
No.
welcome
In
in
defense,
his defense,
defense,
he
I
told her
told her-
the whole truth from the door. She said, "No, you're lying." He said, "Okay, I'm lying."
Oh, so that's when you
Oh, it was-
started.
Yeah, because I never know what to believe. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, so do I believe Phil now or do I believe him later?
So the second story.
You know there are other
the
people
second
you
story
can
she believed.
So when she didn't believe me the
Yeah,
first 7
exactly.
times,
You could ask other people.
I
Like
turned
Kim.
to Kim and I said,
myself.
I'm not going to tell her again.
True.
It's time to fuck with her.
True.
And here's what's going to happen. You are now going to have a welcome gangbang. And it's going
And
to
I
be...
didn't, so I was highly upset.
Oh, Jazz really is here.
She's like,
Yeah,
an
I'm
hour in.
upset.
She's like, excuse me, when does the gangbang start? Whenever you want, Jazz.
Yes. So...
So we send them and say, "Hey, girl."
Yeah, so- and that's it. I mean, newbies, they can reach out to us on social media, any of our social medias,
Twitter?
I tweet.
And I
Um,
encourage you to do so.
Definitely.
I
So
don't Twitter.
You know,
Learn.
What
reach
Me
out,
neither.
hit up the website. You can get in contact with us. The new website has a place you can literally send a message right to the website.
Where's
Yes.
that website?
The Upsidedownpineapple.net.
.net.
.net.
Good job.
Yes. So reach out to us. We'll talk to people anytime. Literally.
I love people.
Yes. I mean, it doesn't matter what the question is. There is no stupid question.
I
No.
still hear that.
Only stupid
So-
questions and unasked
And
questions.
anything that you haven't experienced before is you're going to feel tentative going in. But until you get that first experience, it's
Right.
always going to be that you've never done it.
Right.
Just
And-
do it. Just go. Do something.
It's like a whole Nike commercial. Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
And if
That
you
wasn't
want
intentional.
to go to your first event and you want people to hang out with, go to the website. Our calendar's on there.
Follow the pineapple.
Shoot us a text, shoot
Yeah.
us email and say, we're coming. Cool. We're new.
Right.
We'll set up a meeting.
There's
we'll set-
actually. Go ahead.
like literally our calendar is on there. You can find
Yeah.
where you can meet
Two
the
of them.
pineapples.
And that's what I was going to
And-
say. I think it's, what is it? Follow the Pineapples?
Follow the pineapples.
That's
Right
the
on.
page. I
fabulous,
love
right?
that.
It's great.
I think
And then
that's
it lists all the
fabulous.
things that you guys are
Right.
going to be at. I
We
love
have
that.
10 things in the next 2 months.
and remember also that connecting to the pineapples connects you to the entire Upside Down Pineapple community.
Right.
So
Absolutely.
it may not be Kim and Phil.
And
It
we are-
probably will be
And
Kim
we
and
are a
Phil.
pretty freaking fabulous community.
That is
Yeah.
absolutely true.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%.
But you're not just connecting to one couple when you connect
Absolutely
to
not.
them. You're connecting to this entire community.
Yes.
All of us.
Yeah.
That's 100
there's a
couples
lot
strong
of
right
us.
now.
Not
Not
group
more than
There's
that.
We
a
were
lot of us
definitely-
now.
So
We're not group specific. So if you're in California, I'll get you in touch with somebody that's in
I
California.
was just gonna say.
I will.
He'll find it
I
until
will.
yeah.
I will find it. If you're in Texas, if you're in Alaska, I'll find a way.
There's swingers there.
Yes, I will
There will be.
find.
There's
Yes,
only
there
so
will
much
not
to do
be
up
there.
there, so
I might
This
not
guy.
know
Holy
somebody
shit.
personally up there, but I can get you in touch with somebody who can get you in touch with somebody who can get you in touch with somebody.
Shots?
So yeah, just shoot us a message and say, look, I'm in this area. I don't know any groups. I don't know anybody. Brand new. What can I do? We'll help you out.
Honestly, I wish we had this.
Yep.
It took us 4
Oh,
years to
definitely.
find
Absolutely.
you guys.
Yeah.
I'm like, where is the community? It was there. I just couldn't find it.
Well, you know what's funny is that's one of the reasons that
We did
this got started.
Yeah.
Is because like I was lucky coming in the lifestyle because Phil was already in it. He was already involved. He already knew. I was like, what the fuck
Yeah.
is this? So I was really lucky I didn't have to break into it.
We struggled meeting people. Like we literally had to go all the way to meet our family in Maryland.
Yeah.
Which we met on a kick group,
Yeah.
and thank God we did because they're some of our best friends now.
Yeah.
Then we were going to Pennsylvania for a club, Maryland for a club. We didn't have anything close to home, which meant one of two things. We either had to go and stay the night somewhere, or
Which is just too much. It's so
or
expensive
one
if
of
you're
us
doing
couldn't
it so
drink,
much.
and God knows that wasn't going to be me. So
That's why I think I've heard something about you're the Uber
It's
driver.
not the Uber anymore. Don't say that. It's me.
I'm the Uber driver.
Anyway,
but now you have other friends
Yeah,
that
but
drive
now
you
we
around
have-
places.
I do.
yeah. But now we have a family,
Yes.
and it's amazing.
So basically,
Yeah.
this went from we were traveling all over the place,
Yeah.
all over the place every
Bringing it
weekend,
home.
to
Now
Being
it's your
home.
backyard.
being home,
Yeah.
to having things locally for the last year,
Yeah.
year and a
Year.
half, tops year and a half. And then all of a sudden, last month,
Now you're gonna be traveling again.
things changed again.
The world blew up.
The world blew up, and we are now back on the road.
Back on the road.
Kind of.
But we're back on the road to podcast, and I can talk this shit all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
which we will be Club Giggity's event at the end of the month.
Club Giggity.
It's in the Poconos. Check out the Upsidedown Pineapple net. It will take you right to Club Giggity's website. There's a link right on there. You can get all the information for that awesome event that we will be coming to you live from poolside. And let me tell you,
I
we'll be
cannot
posting pictures of the pool.
Yeah.
It's a pretty banging ass pool.
Yeah. I mean, and listen, look at the
Banging.
price of that event for an entire weekend.
For an entire weekend.
You'd
everything
spend that much on a
includes
hotel
is
for an entire
amazing.
weekend, and that's without the party that's going on.
Do you know how much we're going to party
So,
that weekend?
oh my
Does
God.
anybody know? I know.
I'm taking Friday off just so I can go to bed Thursday at
You
like
did take off
8
Friday?
o'clock.
Who's
You
excited?
know,
All right, so let me touch on two different
No.
things real fast.
you know Becca's not gonna let me sleep at all that weekend.
We
No.
just had a question come in.
Sleep is
Um,
overrated.
no, I got it.
Okay.
So we just had a question come in from one of our listeners, and they want to know ways different groups help newbies understand dynamics without actually having to come up and ask them what's your dynamic. So, because it can be intimidating, again, walking up to somebody and being like, "We're new, we don't know you. What's your dynamic?"
Definitely.
Cool, great. And I challenge all groups to do something of some type of nature to make it easier for newbies to understand who they're talking to.
Yeah.
So what we do, and what a lot of groups do, are dots, stickers, some type of stickers, and
It's like a little name tag
right,
situation.
you have your
right?
name on the name tag, and then you kind of basically have a chart of full swap, soft swap, plays alone, unicorn, buy, go down the whole list, whatever the group wants to put in. We include that you cross over into the BDSM lifestyle. A lot of groups don't. Just some form of kind of acknowledgement of what your dynamic is without actually having to come up and ask you face to face right away
Yeah.
what's your dynamic. Okay, cool. They have the same sticker as us. We match up.
Right.
Or They have completely opposite stickers from us. Let me say hi. I know that we're probably not gonna play,
Right.
Say hi
but then
anyway.
again, everybody is not
never know,
everybody's cup
yeah.
of tea.
Never know.
So it doesn't matter. You can still be friends.
Well, there's
Um,
that too, but also you never know.
You never know. It might evolve into that.
Well, and the reality is, Becca and I, if we put colored stickers on our tags, we probably have every sticker that's available,
Yeah,
depending on the particular night.
exactly.
Depending
It's a,
on what
it's a
our
conversation
food
starter.
was.
It's a
Some of those
conversation
stickers
starter.
will never change, but a lot of them change very, very.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a conversation starter. And
Yes.
if we put on the stickers that we put on the stickers, we would have no friends if nobody
We would
talked to
have
us.
no friends.
You would have friends.
We would have a lot of friends.
You would have friends. You just may not have a lot of play partners.
Correct. Right. Which
But you would still have
Which you already
friends.
don't.
right, exactly. We
We
don't.
are totally
Um,
okay with that.
Right.
So so it's a conversation
It's just
starter.
a rarity.
That's
from
a
the door.
conversation starter with us.
Oh yeah.
Well, you guys play, right? You're the host. No, we don't do that.
Not so much.
First of all,
Yeah.
have you met us?
Dom just literally writes Dom. Have you ever had a Dom? That's
We do.
literally it. No
We have a
stickers
Dom.
needed.
We have a dump.
He's a mess.
Dom doesn't even put stickers on his thing. He just walks around with his travel bag.
Now he will
He's
over,
like,
over
you
his
tell
shoulder.
me what you would
Yeah.
like,
That
and
is
I'll
not a-
consider it.
That is not a travel bag. That is an over the weight limit on Southwest suitcase.
That is a suitcase,
It's
and it is not a
incredible.
carry-on.
That's over the limit on
Have you
FedEx.
seen it?
Yes, it's the most amazing thing I've ever
Holy-
seen in my life.
It's on wheels.
His head is already so big.
Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't say that.
All right, so we're gonna take a
Life.
couple call-ins if there's anybody that wants to call in.
Oh,
And-
now
Yes, you
Shut
can do
up.
a shot. We'll get some call-ins
It's fine.
lined up here. I know I got it. Jasmine.
where's
Jasmine's
Justin?
Jasmine,
You didn't get one?
Nobody loves
So-
me.
Stand by.
He's love Justin.
Stand by.
So just
Sure.
remember.
Oh my God.
So just
Sure,
remember,
Caramel.
you're going
It
to
doesn't matter.
run into a lot of different people. They're all great. The lifestyle's full of amazing people. Just remember,
Amazing.
How did glass disappear?
learn other people's dynamics.
Yeah, glass.
Talk to people.
Be respectful.
Be respectful. Take a breath.
Be
Yes, definitely.
Yes.
Take a breath.
Take it all in.
It's going to be overwhelming at first.
Yeah.
But take a breath. Take a step back with your partner and look around. Watch the fun everybody else is having, not necessarily the play fun that they're having.
Just
No,
the
just
funny in
the
general.
Just the fun that they're having.
We have
And-
so much fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And,
Some of our most enjoyable nights have been nights that we didn't play with
Didn't
anybody.
play it off.
God.
Right.
Absolutely true.
So yes, so we're gonna take a call in here.
Cheers.
Oh, we have a call in coming here. We have Willow calling in.
Ooh, Willow.
Nice.
Was she a
Willow's
weeping
calling.
willow?
Yes, Willow is calling in. Hey, Willow.
Yeah, how are you?
Hey, girl, hey.
We got Willow.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Hello.
Can you hear me now?
Technical difficulties.
Maybe.
It
Lines
just
up.
takes a second to connect.
Got Willow.
There she is.
There she is.
Hey,
Yeah, we got
Hi.
Trying to figure out which
What's
voice was
up?
gonna come through.
Oh, Willow, that voice.
I was trying to figure out which voice was
We
gonna
need
come.
the other voice from the other night.
Should I talk like this?
There.
Yes. Yes, please.
Tell me about
Hold her.
your dynamic.
I told her I was gonna run a phone sex with Willow
Yeah.
segment.
Definitely should.
With that voice.
I don't know.
Or
if they don't-
Jerome.
No,
If I could run a phone sex with Jerome, that
There's something for everybody.
You're right.
so what's going on, Willow?
Well, Dom is making me call. No.
I don't doubt it. And how would he be making you call? Would it be rope or it's obviously not the ball gag.
No,
So-
it's just a stern look.
Oh, okay. There we
Like
go.
those.
No, I mean, we were talking about a lot of different dynamics, and I think when we first started, I think it was hard to kind of ask people's dynamics for me because I'm shy. But now it's kind of like, okay, yeah, this is what we're into. What are you into? It's become a lot easier.
And that's big for a lot of people is the shyness factor.
Yes.
You're going to run into a lot of people that are shy, which is why, again,
Remember that
groups,
problem.
I challenge you to some conversation starter.
Yeah.
We do the stickers and we do usually icebreaker games.
If you're shy, look for Cody.
Epic icebreaker
Yes.
games.
If you're shy, look for Cody.
So I challenge groups because of that shyness, especially with newbies. They only know each other. So Willow makes a great point with the shyness. So
Yeah.
That's why I like some liquid courage.
It brings out their own.
that.
Too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then if
liquid
I'm,
courage
you know,
is good. Just don't overdo it.
Just don't overdo it.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yes.
I would know nothing about that.
No.
No, you wouldn't. But I think
Jerome would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He hasn't
But
come
I-
out to play lately.
But that was a great point on the shyness
Yeah.
factor. And again, it goes back to that whole challenging the groups to make it easier for newbies.
And the groups absolutely should do that. And one of the other things that I wanted to say earlier was that the newbies, you hear us talking. None of us are shy about talking about our dynamics, our lifestyle.
Not at all.
It's one of the things we love doing the most. So understand the shyness, totally get it. Get over yourself a little bit. Go talk to people because there's nothing.
Well, and what did we say before?
We love it.
People love talking about themselves.
Exactly.
That's an easy
Right.
way to get people comfortable with talking. It's about their dynamic. It's about their relationship. They know that topic. It's always easier to talk, right, when you know something. So
let's take this back a little bit. I don't really like talking about myself.
And Kim had also
Stop it.
Unless it revolves around your hair.
My hair. I'll talk about my hair. Hey,
You got beautiful hairs.
your luscious hair.
stuck into a lot of rules.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. Okay, you're interrupting, Willow.
Oh,
No, I was just gonna say that Kim had mentioned earlier about her like kissing rule and how it changed,
Yeah.
and you know it stuff changes all the time, and you know because we're into the BDSM, people who are into that are very familiar with like hard limits, soft limits, things like that, and that carries over well into the lifestyle, not necessarily the BDSM part, but you need to start, okay, this is something I'm okay with, this is something I'm definitely not okay with, and you know, talk frequently because your dynamic is going to be changing. So at least some degree, and you just need to communicate that. There were lots of things that I had said that I would never do, and well, they happened.
The dynamic is ever changing, depending on the couple.
Yeah.
It may stay the same, but it probably evolves over time. And we had a good conversation about that on one of our other podcasts that you can check out on the Upsidedown Pineapple Net. You can find all of the old episodes, all renamed as well.
you did.
Yes, I renamed them all to make it
Okay.
easier to find. I'm still adjusting them a little bit, but you can now actually find an episode with
That's
a topic.
good. That's good.
Where?
On the UpsideDownPineapple.net.
.net.
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 Yes, but yes, very great points, Willow. Willow talked about being shy.
She did. You missed it.
How about you?
Kim's shy until you give her a bucket full of gummy bears.
So you give her a bucket full of gummy bears, and then she's your best friend.
So,
We'll know everybody by the end of the night.
about that. I don't even eat gummy bears.
Yeah, I
We know that you don't
She
eat
just gives
that.
them out. Thank you, Willow. All
You're welcome.
great points.
I
All
know.
Amazing.
I love you, Willow.
I'm glad Dom made you call
I
in.
know.
Yes, I'm glad you
So-
called Willow.
Definitely.
We will talk to you soon, Willow.
Like Saturday.
Bye.
That one
Bye.
Saturday.
Like Saturday.
Bye.
Saturday.
Hi, Willow! We love you!
So she does bring up amazing points.
Hashtag Dom.
Yes, hashtag. Hashtag not an accident.
Hashtag
Hashtag chips. Hashtag Everclear.
Hashtag Everclear.
Oh,
So yeah, so again, back to that shy point, I challenge everybody to group wise make it easier for newbies to start a conversation
If
in
you're
some
shy.
way, shape,
Yeah.
or form.
Be
If
nice.
you're shy, look
Yeah.
for Cody.
It's so easy to be
Right,
nice
but
too.
I'm not a newbie and I'm still shy.
Right.
First of all,
Until you drink.
that doesn't
Until
count.
I drink.
Jazz is not shy.
Jazz is not shy.
Roz is shy.
Roz is shy.
Right. So yeah, so that's
Shyness factor always comes
a
out.
pretty
with
easy
alcohol.
challenge for groups. Again, we're not group specific, so we go to a lot of different group events, and we'll talk to them all as we go. If they don't have something for them, we'll challenge them to do that at a following event.
Yeah, I like that.
Look, we got another caller coming in.
What do you want from us?
Ah,
Here he is.
what's going up, Dom?
What up?
Connecting.
Connecting. And
Connecting.
as
That's
Kim,
disconnect-
as
yeah.
Kim,
Is this what you call dead air?
Kim hides in the
Dead air.
corner. It's not dead air. I'm still talking. If I left it up to Kim, it would be dead air because she is now curled up in the corner of the bar.
She has kind of
She really
moved
is.
away. She's moved away from the
Yeah.
computer.
We're not.
I'm not
lying.
sure
She's
why
like
the
a ball.
computer is the connection.
Cold
But
over there.
Oh,
Right.
Right. Okay. Whatever you say.
Dom, are you with us?
You there, Dom?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
Yes. Hi, Dom.
Yeah, we got you.
what's going on, bro?
What's going on, buddy?
Well, I just wanted to add a little something. We're talking about the shyness factor, and Willow brought up about the, a little bit of liquid courage. And, it only really takes a couple seconds of courage to get past the shyness.
Yeah.
It
But
does.
One of the big newbie mistakes that I've run into is with the liquid courage. Don't overdo it.
New
you don't,
story.
Yeah.
you don't have to get sloppy drunk, because that ends up being a big turnoff, and that's usually where you're going to make a lot of the mistakes against your rules, against the different protocols, if you will, and nobody wants to end up in that boat.
Yeah, it's usually
Absolutely.
not wise decisions made when you don't remember them.
Yeah,
You're gonna run into issues if you're
You make it sucker
completely
punch.
You may-
Right in the gut.
yeah,
and you
I
may or
can't
may not
honestly-
remember it.
You might
Or
get
you may
drug
or may,
away.
or you may or may not wish you didn't.
the lifestyle is so fun that you do want to remember it.
Exactly
yeah.
where
Yeah,
I'm
I remember it.
So I think
And I
it's
can't tell you how much the dots actually helped me. People usually see me as a guy who's not shy, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I know how to start up the conversation right away with somebody.
Yeah.
Right.
If you got the folks there and you're looking, you try to get a read on them or whatnot, and if you can't get the read, or you're not, overhearing the things that you think you'd hear, the dots are a good way to give you that place to start the conversation. Just asking small questions, and you can generally get a sense if they're short one or two answers, then there's probably no interest there. But if they open up and start talking, just have a conversation. The worst thing that's going to happen is you're going to make some friends.
Well, and I was really excited. The first event that I went to with your guys' group for the dots, it settled me a little bit. Like, okay, so it is something that that works really well. Even if no one even looks at your stickers all night, you still feel better. Like, okay, they can look, and I don't have to tell them anything. So yeah, it is. It's comforting.
So one of the best things to watch is a new person at an event filling
Trying
out
to match
their
up the dots.
filling out their okay.
We hear a lot of what is
Okay.
this?
Trying to match up the dots.
What are we?
Yeah.
Like you see them they get real close together, they don't want anybody else to hear it. And they're like, okay, what do we pick? What are we?
Are you
It's
bi?
fun.
Are you okay with saying that you're bi? Are you okay with everyone knowing that you're bi?
Should we put? We were like, should we put BDSM?
Are
Yeah,
you
I think we should.
bi? Are you bi today? Wait, are you gonna?
You could be
Are you
bi today,
still
not
bi
tomorrow.
later?
It's great. And when we
Is Roz bi or is Jazz bi?
right,
Oh, Jazz is so bi.
Rob might not be.
Jazz is so bi.
and when we see that at one of our events, we're like, look, put what you're comfortable on.
Yeah.
In an hour, you can add to it or make it your name. Okay.
Definitely.
Right.
Go
So,
there all night.
I mean, some people won't even put stickers on at first.
Some people just have to hit and guess what they've got that sticker on.
Some people just randomly put everything to start conversation.
Yeah, that.
It is what it is. So
You guys probably giggle though at the couples that are so
we don't
enthusiastically
let them go
confused.
for more than 10 seconds, and then we're like, okay, one of us is still because we
gotta
know
let
they're
them
new.
know.
Yeah,
Right.
it's
Somebody helps
okay.
out
It's
usually.
not.
Yeah.
Well, that brings up a good point. It's always a wise idea to have somebody, some experienced member of the group or social organization that you're with, standing at the table where the dots and name tags are, kind of helping people through and talking them through it, and
Yes.
giving advice.
Very important for new people. It gives them that welcoming feeling. We're all over the place. Yes, we're getting pointed at, but we're all over the place. But we always have an eye over that way.
And we're usually
Yeah,
not
forgive the willow background noise.
We're usually not all over the place together, which is
What is that background noise?
Oh, I was intimidated as all get out the first swinger event that I went to. Actually, it was.
Wait. Back up. What? What did you just say? You was what?
I was intimidated.
Look, he's like, I'll tell you again.
He is down.
And that's
So
it. One
you're
more time. And
intimidated
that's
through
it.
a computer.
Shut up. He's lying.
Hashtag not an accident.
Hashtag not an accident.
Hashtag permission given.
I love it.
That is not a hashtag. Yes, it is.
Willow, we have a BDSM dot. Not all groups do.
Yeah.
We do because of the
Well,
big
because
of the big crossover.
Well, there's a
that
big
we
presence.
find.
yeah, there is a big presence in the group.
So we do have a BDSM dot. Not all groups do.
Not all of you have dots.
Right. Not all groups have
Yeah.
dots.
But the dots are fabulous.
I've never seen the dots out at a club.
The only
You
dots, well, we have. We've done
No.
dots at our local bars.
We do.
We
Yeah,
do.
you're not gonna
We
find-
will have
But
dots Saturday
you're gonna
night.
find name tags at clubs.
Yeah.
You're gonna find a sticker or something, a wristband that shows a newbie. You're not gonna find full-fledged dots probably at a club.
We do.
But you're going to find some indication of a newbie at least to the club. So
I heard too, like, I feel like your group is a little bit right now in a place of like everybody knows everybody.
To an extent.
To an
But we're
extent.
growing.
Well, we are growing. Yes, we are
Growing.
growing.
But I love
But
that.
yes,
Yeah, but you know what? I absolutely love that because you don't have to just have one person to ask something. You don't have to just have one person to come to. There's so many people, and our group. I'm gonna have to say it's our group, but I'm pretty fucking proud of the fact that we don't do that cliquey bullshit when new people come in. You don't want to talk to them because you don't
there's
know
none of that.
them.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah, absolutely.
There's
That's
there's
the best part.
not a lot of groups where that happens. I mean, it does happen, but there's not a lot of groups where it does. And I would encourage folks, even if you walk in and you're like, oh man, that person just, resting bitch face or whatever, strike up a conversation. Grab the 10 seconds to say, hey.
Yeah. Nobody would talk to Jazz
It's okay.
at that point in time because of her resting bitch face.
But we'll talk her off.
But if you go up and talk to her, you're going to find out she's actually a nice person.
I am.
She could be fun, so go up and say hi. I mean, and we always tell everybody, make it a point.
Tequila.
Make it a point to
She
talk to at
will
least
love
2 people that you've never talked to before.
Yes.
No matter the dynamic.
No matter what.
That's a good.
I'll tell you what, if you're sitting at a table at a venue that it's not really frowned upon, and you bust out, an 8-inch really big dildo and you suction cup it to the table, lots of people will come up and talk to you.
They will.
Yeah. Well, that's
Will
interesting.
you be doing it?
So for those that carry an 8-inch dildo with them at all times,
I know a guy.
use that as a conversation
It's a
starter.
nice break.
That's a hella.
If you will.
If you will.
First of all, that's a hella. I mean,
Yeah.
I know a guy.
that's a
If you think about that, though, there's always unique little ways that you can get somebody's attention to let them know that you're open to conversation. Well, honestly, I'm a big dude, and I know I get it all the time, the intimidation factor. But
But you're really
if
not.
I go out of my way to stop and think for a second, how can I let people know that I'm not really this way? I'm fun.
Yeah, you're fun, right?
I got it. Thanks for the vote of confidence, Becca.
I said you're fun. You misunderstood me, Dom.
Maybe it's the tone of your voice.
Yeah, no, I was like, yeah, you're fun.
Okay. I'm glad you agree.
Really?
I am. But no, just little things can go a long way.
Definitely game.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well,
I mean,
and we play a lot with your Dom, and you're big and intimidating. But Kim just said he's a big teddy bear.
girl.
all right, girl. So that's how the gummy bear started.
Oh yeah, that was something else I wanted to say. You were talking about how Kim doesn't eat gummy bears. And that was because I was going to say that's because we don't give her the chance. We suck them out of our mouth too fast.
Well, that's true.
That is a fact.
Who wouldn't?
But
Me, the
Kim
gummy
actually
bears.
doesn't eat gummy bears.
I actually.
But that's how the gummy bears started. Was because everybody does Jello shots. Everybody parties and things like that do Jello shots, and Kim wanted something to welcome people. Now, it didn't start out the way that it has evolved to be. Because remember, we had a no kissing rule.
Yeah.
Right.
Stop it.
But
so,
it was an icebreaker, right?
So it was an icebreaker.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
the icebreaker.
It is never an icebreaker. There's never a new person that doesn't feel welcomed within 15 seconds.
And it's so true.
So hold on. So
uh-huh.
Missy over there.
Yeah, me. I
Who I
made
was-
you angry. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a little bit.
Why are you making
But
Kim angry?
I
you
know.
were totally welcome as soon as you came out of the icky room, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I just wanted to
Next time,
clarify.
though, for the next one, you should walk into the room and say,
Stay out of the icky room.
"This is about the room. This isn't about you."
It wasn't about you. Come out of the icky room.
So yeah, I agree, Dom, with everything that you're saying. That there's
Really good
something
points.
you can do personally, knowing yourself, to kind of break the ice with other people.
Yeah, and that's not just the newbies. That's the experienced folks too. You know,
exactly.
we're giving all this advice to newbies about how they can, assimilate in with us. But we really need to take a look in the mirror and look at the things that we can do to help them. And that's
To
how
welcome
this whole
the
venture started. And it's a great idea.
Right. And
So
it's
you're saying we need
actually
to get an 8-inch dildo and walk around with it?
so it's more
No,
actually
No, that's Dom's thing.
yes. Don't
Be your own person.
that's your own person.
Please don't
Um,
step on Dom's speech.
Oh, I have several dildos, Cody. You can borrow one.
Oh, you can just. He's good.
Good.
So yeah,
we'll set up a whole corner.
let's do it. So as an experienced person, find that way to welcome newbies. Just like I challenge the groups to find a way to make it more comfortable for them, as an experienced person in the lifestyle or an experienced person at an event that you already know people, find your way to break the ice with new people.
Right.
Because you're going to have a much easier
Just say
time
hi.
breaking the ice with them than they are with you.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Dots or not,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Yeah.
So
Stickers. are fun.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
exactly,
Indeed.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
tag team is fun.
I've heard that before.
Segue.
Not
Bang,
tonight.
bang, it's
Are we
Well,
segueing?
segue
I don't
into
think we
that.
are.
Well, that was the segue. I was
We're getting back into the
We're
house.
getting ready to segue to the end.
I wonder how Kim would act if I drove the hour and a half to come be live on there.
Oh yeah.
I would love it.
Oh, look, she's telling you you're off work.
Take the next day off. You got vacation time, right?
Hey.
So next Wednesday, Dom, you're
it's
going to
really
travel
not that
for the
difficult.
podcast.
I'm all over for that.
Hold on.
I'm coming
Hey.
next birthday.
Hey.
I'd have to extend this bar. There would be so many people here
I know.
to just watch the podcast.
Live and in person.
I would
I'm
double.
trying so hard to stop it.
I know. I would have to double the size of this
We
bar.
can do it.
I mean, we could probably fit another good 5 or 6 people in here comfortably, but yeah, I mean, I would have to literally extend this bar double because people
Big
would,
deck.
so many
Big
people
lies.
would want
deck.
to actually just sit there and watch it in full.
Well,
We do it
100%.
in
And at that point in time, I
Definitely.
just actually we're gonna the podcasts are gonna transition over to YouTube as not as a video, not as a video.
You can't see us.
Audio.
You can't see us, audio
see
only.
us.
But for that episode,
That'd be a dumb mistake.
I may need to put a camera somewhere.
I need a camera.
We can make it happen.
Yeah.
In the bag.
Earlier of hard limits, I think you're testing some of.
Tom's.
Testing. He's not pushing. He's testing.
Yeah, it's
There's a
not
difference.
pushing,
There's a difference.
just feeling it out.
He's still moving at the pace of the slowest
Pace
partner.
of the slowest.
Hi, that would be
Very,
me.
very nice there, Matt.
Are
Very
you
nice.
coming to see us Saturday?
I'll take
What-
I mean, you're on podcast. You can ask them.
We could ask.
They're dealing, but that's not part of the podcast tonight. So I appreciate your call, Dom. All very, very good points. And
No problem.
we will talk to you soon. With that being said,
Bye,
Have a good
Dom.
night.
Bye, Dom.
Bye, Dom.
Anyone else?
so with all that being said, so we've gonna recap here. So we threw out the Upside Down Pineapple Challenge.
Love it.
That was pretty freaking awesome.
Yeah.
So,
Definitely.
well, did you expect it
Who
not
came
to
up
be?
with that? Was that your idea, Kim?
I think it was.
It was Kim's idea.
Look, I can't tell who he's more mad at,
Rubbing
me
his
or
head.
you.
Both.
Rubbing his head.
So,
I need a camera for it.
We got head
So-
scratches.
so we came up
Here we
with
of it yesterday.
Wait, when did you think of it?
what this morning.
Oh.
So we have the Upside Down Pineapple Challenge, which starts tomorrow morning.
Yeah, look, listen to that voice. Throw her a bone.
A
You
norm-
could've said
A
yesterday.
regular pineapple. It has to be a pineapple,
Right.
Real.
A real
Real
pineapple.
pineapple.
Real pineapple.
an actual
Public place.
pineapple, in a public place. And what do you do with the bitch?
Flip
Flip
that
it.
bitch upside down.
The best picture on any of our social media sites. Tag us in the social media sites.
And I am running the Instagram one, so just know which one's going to get the most attention. Just saying.
Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. You can find all of them on the new website at the upsidedownpineapple.net.
.net.
The upsidedownpineapple.net. Even our Cassidy community. You go to Cassidy.com, put in Upside Down Pineapple in the referred by section. You get a free 90-day trial,
Everybody loves fruit.
and it's really, really good.
Are you feeling yourself? Come here.
You take care of that for me, are you?
Got you, Bill.
All right.
Visit our friends over at Shimmers, the Shimmers Boutique, theshimmersboutique.com. Tell April and Bo the Upside Down Pineapple sent you. Use the promo code podcast in person, on Facebook, on their website, or in their Cassidy community, and you get
A 10% discount on all of Shimmer's fabulousness.
their physical store is at TPA in Port Deposit. And remember, we're going to be coming to you live from the Club Giggity Hotel Takeover Party at the
Say
end of the
that
month.
one more time.
The Club Giggity Full Hotel Pillow Fight Takeover. From
On
the
the
floor.
first takeover,
So-
I feel like we picked a really
So
good one.
we're
I was like,
Wow.
I'm not so sure about
I
the whole
wouldn't-
hotel takeover
I wouldn't
thing.
steer you to a bad.
Yeah, no, I know you.
Okay.
Oh, here we go.
So
I'm sure about
Look
this
at
one.
the reaction. She
There's-
says, "Oh, here we
as
go."
of this morning, when I talked to Club Giggity, there's only 8 rooms left in the main hotel. So make sure you hop on to our website, which will have a link on the partners page,
You
right
guys
to
know
Club Giggity.
you want to hang out with the pineapples.
Yes.
I'm just saying, you do.
Yeah.
Duh.
So
Yeah.
We do.
And all their friends.
and our
And
friends.
all the I said the pineapples.
Yeah. So
That's
Pineapples are you two.
yes.
The only pineapple.
She didn't know that.
Well, if she would listen to the intro
I know.
or the outro,
Or look at the website.
right?
Anything else?
Be
Yeah.
nice to Kim, you.
Didn't I show you a picture on the website the other night? Okay. just
Was it-
checking.
When was it? Was
What?
it?
The other night.
Yesterday. Yesterday.
It was,
It was
not
Tuesday.
Stupid.
No, it was Sunday. What?
Stupid.
The day before. The day
That's the day
before.
before yesterday.
So it's going to be an awesome. It's going to be an awesome event in the Poconos. Head over to Club Giggity's website for all the discounts. You can get your tickets right through there. They're going to have so many different events and so many different things. And porn stars will be there to cross off things on our bucket list. Twerk contest, karaoke. Karaoke
Yeah.
the
they're gonna
night
have some
before.
Barbie
I mean,
girl.
twerk
I mean,
contest.
they're going to have a twerk contest.
I see
It's
Barbie
going
girl
to
on the
be
horizon.
awesome. If you want more information, either let us know, hit up the website. We'll get you in touch with Club Giggity.
Yeah.
I talk to them 5 times a day. We're emailing back and forth constantly. So we will definitely get you in touch to get you out there. But with that being said, thank you for spending time with us in the Swingerverse, where you get to taste the lifestyle. Till next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday.
Wednesday.
So I'm holding an event this weekend, and I am not actually podcasting.
Yeah.
We should.
What?
Holding an event this weekend, and I'm not podcasting.
Shit. We should have. No, we're not.
You want to know why we're not podcasting?
Because we're going to be drunk.
So before I finish the outro, do we all know what tomorrow is?
Yes.
Do we all know
Don't know what
what tomorrow is?
happened.
No,
2 hours.
it's the day after
2 hours and 29 minutes.
Do we all know what tomorrow is?
2 hours and 29 minutes.
Of course we know.
Yes.
Tomorrow is Mrs. Pineapple's birthday.
Mrs.
I'm gonna be a Mrs. Wynn.
Pineapple.
In December, and it's on my calendar.
It's on my calendar.
That is the important thing.
So it is her birthday tomorrow. So we are not podcasting
We are
from
not.
this weekend's events.
Yeah.
It's
It's all about Kim this weekend.
So
Ooh, I love those things. Oh, no.
so,
Are you gonna drive it this weekend?
so we will be back next Wednesday night
Hey, Bill.
from the Upside Down Pineapple Bar again. If you haven't noticed, we have fixed some things to make your listening pleasure a lot more pleasurable and not as frustrating.
We figured it out.
We are figuring it out and making it much more listener friendly
Yeah.
and easier to use, and we're getting in the technology age. It's 2020. I
Go
think.
IT guys.
So yes. So until next time, next Wednesday, we are the Upside Down Pineapples, Phil and
Kim.
thanks to our guests, everybody that called in, Cody, Matt, John, Jazz,
And
Becca,
Becca.
for joining us tonight. Our calling guests of Dom and Willow tonight. Thank you to our play partners, Cassidy.com, Shimmers, Club Diggity. Make sure you visit the website. And remember, next time you're in the food store and food shopping, grab a pineapple and
Flip that bitch upside down.
we'll see you next week.